Good Friday morning. I know I've mentioned before that I drive this beat up Chevy and it's my back and forth to work car, but today it's a little melancholy, so let's talk about the car. See, when I bought this car, it felt doubly important to me. It was my grandmother's car and someone needed to buy it. It felt good to be able to do that, to be the person in the family that bought her car since she couldn't drive anymore. It felt good to keep it in the family. It seemed like I was helping, and honestly, because I'd never bought a car before, and it felt it was nice. It was, I don't know, it made me feel grown up, doubly grown up to do that. My grandmother passed away today, and I'm super sad about it. I wasn't the best grandson, and my connection to my grandmother was more ceremonial than personal, but she was still super important, and she was obviously, my mom's mom, and so she represented a connection to my mother and a connection to her side of the family, and she was, sort of this overwhelming matriarch figure in our family. She was sassy, she was super cool, and as she got older, she retained a lot of those characteristics, and she was a really special woman, and yeah, I'm gonna miss her a lot. So it feels extra special to be driving this beat up old Chevy Malibu today. Just can't help but think about the fact that I have no grandparents left. I have one parent left. I do have my aunts and uncles and my sister, so yeah, it's kind of strange. It's a weird thought process to get into, but my grandmother was basically the only grandparent that I had memories of that were, real formed memories from a kid. All of my other grandparents either died before I was born, or I believe that my dad's mom died shortly after I was born, a couple years. I don't remember how old I was, to be honest. But I do have memories of her, but I've mentioned before to my family that I'm not sure if they're actual memories or if they're the sort of memories of a memory, to where you start processing memories based on stories, and your memory only exists as the last time you recalled it, and I don't know if my memory is of someone telling the story or of the actual event, but I have very vivid memories of a couple moments with my dad's mom. But anyway, sad day. I'm definitely pretty down in the dumps about it, more so than I thought I would, and still don't really know much yet, so oh well. Yeah, death is hard. I think about death a lot, to be honest, and it's a very important part of life, and it's something that I respect. I respect the concept of death, and I generally don't, when I think about it, I don't think that I fear the concept of death that much, but I do respect it, and yeah, I think about death so much it feels like a memory, to quote Hamilton. Death is something that is prevalent, and it's something that will affect everyone, both directly and indirectly throughout their entire life. When it hits close to home, you can't help but think about it. So, tough day for the family here, but I think everybody is doing well, and I'm just gonna fight through it and see what happens.